There was no explosion, no flash of light, no warning siren in the cosmos. Just silence. A silence so complete, so absolute, that if you had been there to witness it, you would have felt the universe itself holding its breath. This is the story of the day the universe went quiet. For most of its existence, the universe has been anything but silent. Space is alive with motion, stars burning, galaxies colliding, atoms vibrating, radiation echoing from the birth of time itself. Even in the darkest voids, something is always happening, something is always speaking. And yet, there was a moment in cosmic history when that constant noise suddenly disappeared, when the universe fell into its deepest silence. This moment matters because it marks a turning point in everything we are. Without it, there would be no stars, no planets, no life, no one to ask questions about the cosmos. It was not the beginning of the universe, but it was the moment the universe finally became calm enough to build reality as we know it. To understand this silence, we have to go back to the very beginning, to a universe that was violently loud. In its earliest moments, the universe was a seething ocean of energy. Temperatures were unimaginably high. Matter couldn't exist in any stable form. Protons, electrons, and light were trapped together in a blinding, opaque fog. Photons, particles of light, were constantly crashing into charged particles, unable to travel freely even for a fraction of a second. The universe was filled with a deafening chaos of interaction, a cosmic storm with no escape. If sound could exist in space back then, it would have been overwhelming. Pressure waves rippled through the hot plasma. Density fluctuations echoed across the cosmos. And then, it began to cool. As the universe expanded, temperatures slowly dropped. After hundreds of thousands of years, something extraordinary happened. Electrons finally slowed down enough to attach to protons, forming the first neutral atoms, mostly hydrogen. For the first time, light was no longer trapped. Photons were suddenly free to travel across space without obstruction. In that instant, the noise stopped. The universe became transparent. Radiation decoupled from matter. The endless collision ceased. And space fell into silence, not because nothing existed, but because everything finally settled. This was the day the universe went quiet. Echoes of silence, those freed photons, are still traveling today. They surround us now as a faint, invisible glow. An ancient whisper from a time when the cosmos exhaled for the first time. It is the oldest light we can ever see. Imagine it. No stars. No galaxy. No planets. Just a vast, dark ocean of hydrogen and helium. Gravity had not yet sculpted structure. Time itself felt slow. This was the universe in its quiet childhood, peaceful, but temporary. The silence breaks, and here's the shocking truth: this silence didn't mean emptiness. It meant potential. Tiny imperfections, barely noticeable ripples in density. Over millions of years, gravity began to amplify them. The quiet universe started to stir. Creation returns, the silence was breaking. As gravity tightened its grip, the first stars ignited. Galaxies formed like glowing islands in a black sea. Supernovae exploded. Black holes awakened. Space became loud once more, but this time, the noise meant creation. Modern silence and future, yet even today, that ancient silence remains. In the deepest reaches of space, astonishingly quiet. Compared to the early universe's fury, modern space is almost perfectly still, and there's something unsettling about that. Because the universe is expanding faster and faster. Stars will burn out. Black holes will evaporate. Some scientists believe the universe is heading toward a final, eternal silence. We exist in a narrow window between two silences. The cosmos does not speak in words, sometimes it speaks by saying nothing at all. So the next time you look up at the night sky, you are listening to echoes of an ancient silence. And one day, the universe may fall quiet again. Will anyone be left to hear it?